Hello everyone, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, let's start.
Good morning.
Morning one. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So last class we discussed about lookup relationship and master detail relationship and roll up summary fields we have created. Okay. So before going to start other relationships, okay. So any questions? Anyone have any questions?
No one question.
Okay. So by using those two relationships, we can establish other relationships as well. Okay. So one of the relationship is many to many relationship we can establish. Let's suppose, for example, right now we have created doctor patient. Okay. This is the doctor object. Doctor object. This is patient object. Okay. So one doctor have many patients, right? So this is one to many relationship. One doctor will have many child records. This is called one to many relationship. So if I want to establish many to many relationship, okay. So for example, I'll take another scenario. There is a three objects are there. Okay. This is object called job position. Job positions. Okay. So this is object called candidate. Candidate. So in this case, if I establish job position as a parent, candidate is a child, for example, parent to child, if I establish a relationship, what will happen? One candidate will have one job position, many candidates will be there. But one candidate cannot apply for more positions, right? If I establish a relationship like this, position is a parent, and candidate is a child. For example, if you establish a relationship between position object, candidate object as a master detail or lookup relationship, whatever it is, then in this case, what I will do, I will create a candidate record. In the candidate record, what I will choose, whatever the position I am applying, I can choose only one position only, right? In the lookup, I cannot choose more positions, right? So in this case, as a candidate, I cannot apply multiple positions. Agree or disagree?
Yes, agree.
Okay. So in this case, we can create another object called junction object. Okay, other object we can create like a job application. Job application. Job application. Then what you have to do here, you can create a relationship between job position and job application is a master detail. And you can also create a relationship between candidate and job application as a master detail relationship, right? Then this will become junction of that or many to many relationship, because if I start applying application, one application I will apply for Salesforce admin. So what is the candidate? Let's suppose Pawan. Then another application called I'm applying for position developer. But what is the candidate again? Pawan only. That means now Pawan is applying two application with two different job positions. Right? When I'm creating the job application, I can choose position, I can choose candidate. Like that, how many applications I can create? As many I want. Let's suppose if I want to apply 10 positions, I can create 10 job applications itself, right? So that means each job application record will have how many parents? Many parents. Job position is a parent, candidate is a parent. And with each job position will have many application. Each candidate will have many application. So this we can call it as a many to many relationship. This is one to one, one to many. One parent will have many childs, but here one parent have many childs and one child have many parents. That means it is a many to many relationship. This one we can call it as, in this case, this object we can call it as a junction object. Let's create these objects quickly. Okay, let me go to this one, object manager. I'll show you practically. Okay, create object. Position object. Positions. Position name. Launch new custom tab. Save. Create a tab. Next. Next. Just include for our application. Save. Next. This is the position. Next up, create a candidate object. Candidate. Candidates. Launch wizard. Save. Create a tab for candidate object. Next. Next. Only I'm using for hospital management. Save. Another object, job application. Job application or application, just simple application. Applications. Launch wizard. Save. Next. Next. Use it for hospital management. So 3 objects we have created. In the job application, what I'm doing, I'm creating a master detail relationship. There is no records, right? I can create easily directly master detail relationship. So master detail relationship with position object first I'm creating. Position. Next. 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 Save and new. This is one relationship I have created successfully. I'm creating another master detail relationship field and the same application object. This time I'm taking candidate. Next. 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 Save. So on, as I said, right, one object, how many master detail relationship you can create? Maximum 2. When you click new, right, now you are unable to create another master detail relationship. If any object which is having 2 master detail relationship, that object we can call it as a junction object. So this is called a junction object. This object is having 2 master detail relationship, one master detail relationship with the job position, another master detail relationship with the candidate. Then the job application becomes a junction object, or we can call it as, in this case, many to many relationship. Why we are calling many to many relationship? One job application will have 2 parents, and each job position object or candidate object have many job applications. That's why many to many relationship we can call it as. Okay. Now we will enter some data. So let's go to hospital management. Let's enter some positions. Okay. New position. Position SalesForce admin position. Okay. Save and new. SalesForce developer position. Save and new. SalesForce BA position. Save and new. Salesforce QA position. Save. So I have created 4 records. Here I have created 4 records. So let's go to positions. 4 position records I have created. Let me create some candidates as well. Okay. So here I'll note save a new Pawan, save a new Divya, save a new Ravi, save a new. So these are the candidates I have created. Okay. 1 second, I'm getting one important call. 1 second. Sorry guys, I have to take this that call. Okay. So I have created candidates. There are 4 candidates I'm creating. So there are 4 positions are there. For example, one candidate can apply for any role. Okay. So then here a candidate is applying applications, new applications. You can see. So application 1. Okay. You can give name anything. Salesforce admin application. Admin application. So which position I'm applying for? So I can see Salesforce admin which candidate who is applying, let's suppose Elnur is applying, save and new. And Elnur now want to apply developer as well. Okay. So application name Salesforce developer. Okay. Now position. So which developer? Salesforce developer. Which candidate? At Elnur. Now if you see in this case, okay. So there are two applications are there. Two application, one the developer application and admin application. Who is applied? Elnur is applied. So now if you go to position, okay. So Salesforce admin, if you go to child, okay, there is a one application, and Salesforce developer, if you go to one, there is a one application. Even the candidates, right? So if you go to Elnur, okay, Elnur applied for how many applications? Two applications. So he is applied for Salesforce admin as well Salesforce developer. Right. If you create a relationship between position and candidate, right, you cannot apply for multiple positions, right? Because you can only choose one position only. Let's suppose if I created position record, position relationship in candidate object. When I create in candidate, right, I have to choose here position, right? So how many positions at a time I can select? Only one position record only from the position object. I cannot create for multiple position as a candidate name, right? So that is the drawback, one to many. So, but if you achieve that thing, right, you have to create a junction object. So if you create a junction object, right, you can apply for multiple positions, right? In this case, you can create a junction object. Okay. Any questions? Many to many relationship or junction object?
No, yet.
Yeah. Now, so generally in the master detail relationship, parent record deletes, then all that parent related applications also it will delete, right? Generally. If position record delete, so generally application that position related application records also it will delete. And I said, right, so in the master detail relationship, who will control? Purely the parent will control, right? Here for this job application, there are two parents are there. Position is a parent, candidate is a parent. Then which parent will control? So in this case, whenever in the junction object case, right, two parents are there, right? In that case, so Salesforce will divide into the parents into two types: primary parent, secondary parent. Primary parent means on the job application object, any object, when you are creating a relationship, right? First time. So first time master detail relationship when you are creating with any object. Let's suppose in this case, we have created a master detail relationship position, right? Then Salesforce will maintain in the backend. This one is a primary relation. So second, we have created master detail with candidate, then it will Salesforce is use this one as a secondary. Okay, primary and secondary. So who will control means only whoever is the primary parent will be there, right? So primary parent only have full access to these job applications. Remaining as it is, you can create all of summary fields and parent. If you delete parent, automatically childs get deleted. All features are same, but when it comes to controlled by, right? So who will control? The primary parent only controlled by child. This whatever the child junction object is that, right? It will controlled by primary parent. So in this case, I have a question. Let's suppose I have created this one as a primary, this one as a secondary. That means first I have established a relationship application and position as a master detail. Second, I have established with candidate. Now I by mistakenly I have created first time with the position. I have to create candidate as a primary instead of this one. How can I change it? Once I established now I have created two master detail relationship. Then I want to change candidate as a primary. That means I want candidate should be full control on job application, not job positions. So in this case, what you have to do? So go to job application object, application object. So whatever the primary relationship is there, right? Just edit that primary relationship, master data relationship, change field type, then change it to lookup relationship. Next, next. Next, save. What I did it, I just changed it to lookup relationship. Now, how many master detail relationship is there? Only one is there. Now one is there. This is a now lookup relationship, right? Then only one master detail relationship is there. Then in this case, what will happen? This becomes primary now. This becomes primary because this is a lookup now, right? This is not a master detail relation. Now this is a lookup. This is now lookup. When it comes to lookup, there is no primary secondary concept, right? Now what you will do? So whatever the master lookup relationship, right? Then again edit and again convert into master detail relationship. Next, next, next. This is very important questions for as a certification and interview, right? Now this is the second time I created master detail relationship again. Then this will become secondary. If you want to exchange primary to secondary, right? Simple. You just have to change lookup to master to lookup, right? Then automatically it will change. Clear? Whenever if you got a chance to change primary into secondary or secondary into primary, right? So this is the process. In this way, you have to change primary into secondary, secondary into primary. But there is a terms and conditions. Whenever you are changing primary into secondary, you have to change master detail into lookup, right? So let's suppose here master detail relationship is there initially primary. Then you have defined some roll-up summary fields. When some roll-up summary fields are there, you cannot convert master detail into lookup because lookup will not support roll-up summary, right? How can you convert master detail into lookup? This is not possible, right? In that case, you have to delete the roll-up summary fields. Then only you have to convert into lookup. Then again, after that, you can convert into master detail relationship. Again, you can create a roll-up summary fields. That is the only way. Whenever is there any roll-up summary fields, if you defined on the parent object as a master detail relationship, that relationship you cannot convert into master detail to lookup because roll-up summary fields you have to delete. Otherwise, it will not allow to convert into master detail into lookup relationship. Clear? Any question?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This is many-to-many relationship. This is one-to-many relationship. Now, another relationship is called self relationship. What is the self relationship? Let's suppose we have an account object is there, right? Account object. Okay. So if I want to establish a relationship between account with account only, using only self relationship you can create using only lookup only. Lookup relationship only it is possible. Okay, with the using lookup relationship data type, if you want to establish a relationship between same object only. Why? Why this is required? Same object, why I need to choose same object record, right? Let's suppose there is a global account. In this case, there is under global account, there is some child accounts are there. How can you say child account? That means you have to choose your parent account, right? For example, if I go to account object here, let me open account tab, new tab, accounts. This is the account tab, right? Let's suppose I'm creating some accounts, new account, just account name. SalesForce is a global account, for example. We are creating SalesForce is a customer, global customer, sale. For the SalesForce, again, I'm creating sales acquires Slack channel. Okay, SalesForce purchase Slack. But Slack earlier is also a customer, right? So what is the parent account of the Slack? Salesforce is the parent account. But what I have selected here, lookup relationship only. But which records it is populating? Still, it is populating account record only. On account record, it is probably we are looking at account only, right? This is self relationship. We are relating with account record only, right? Save. Now, if you go to Salesforce record, Salesforce record. So if you see, this is hierarchy. If you see, right, Salesforce under Slack. Salesforce is a parent account. Then this one is a child account. Right? I say like this. You can create Slack under another accounts under. So you can establish like this. That means if you want to tag same record with other type of record within the same object, right? You can use self relationship. Okay, this one we can call it as a self relationship or hierarchy relationship. Okay, and so if you go to account object, that's right. If you go to account object, that edit object. Oh, we are not in. Okay, just go to setup, edit object, object manager, account object, fields and relationship. Okay, if you see that parent account field, PQRS. The parent account, what is the data type now? Hierarchy. Is this hierarchy data type is available when you are creating new? There is no hierarchy. Let's suppose if I establish lookup relationship, next, you can choose account. So right, next. But if you take master detail relationship, you cannot choose. Next, 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 save. Now you can see we have created a relationship with a lookup with which account? Account only. This relationship we can call it a self relationship. That means you are establish a relationship with account table only, right? That we can call it as a lookup relationship. Okay, you can choose like that. No, I want to see hierarchical format. Another relationship is hierarchy relationship. As I said, that parent account, the hierarchy. When you see right parent account, then you can see hierarchical format, right? So you can see this hierarchy. This hierarchy relationships you cannot create on the account object. But if you go to even the user object as well, there is another object called user object. Only user object and this account object and another object called campaign object. Only these three objects will have hierarchy fields. Now you can see here, manager ID field will be there, manager. So this is also hierarchy. But here you can create new. Now here see, there is no other relationships. Only hierarchical relationship is there. See, hierarchical relationship is moreover is equal to self relationship only. Next, we have to choose only user only. That means it is always looking to user only. We don't need to select user object. That's why here, if you see the definition, when I click new, hierarchical relationship, allow user to click a lookup icon and select another user from the pop-up list. That means one user to, if you want to choose another user, right? Then you can use hierarchical relationship. Here you cannot establish master detail, you can establish lookup, you can establish external, right? So this is also important. Hierarchical relationship. That means we have only few lookup, master, external lookup only. Along with this is the only relationship is available for user object only. Hierarchical relationship is only available for user object only. Typically, this is indirectly in the backend, it is a lookup relationship only. Clear? Relationships, how many types of lookup relationship, master detail relationship, many to many relationship, self relationship, hierarchical relationship. These are the relationships are available in Salesforce. Physically, it is available lookup and master only, but using lookup and master, you can create a many to many relationship. When you are for the particular object, if you create two master detail relationship, then that object becomes many to many relationship object or junction object, we can say. right? If you tag in, if you are creating, establishing a relationship with the same object, then that is a self relationship that you are using lookup only. Lookup relationship, by using lookup relationship only, you are creating self relationship. Clear? Any questions about relationship? Okay, I hope it's clear. Very, very important. Relationships are very, very important. Let's suppose you can ask another question. Okay, these many objects are there, so many applications are there. When I joined any organization, big organization, okay, if I want to see which object is having what relationship, how it is connected, interconnected, I cannot go to object manager. I cannot see each and every object, what relationship it is established, right? It is very difficulty as an admin or developer, right? If I want to see. So where can I check that? For that, Salesforce is giving schema builder. Okay, if you go to setup, if you open schema builder, okay, schema builder, open schema builder. So here, whatever the objects you want to see, all the objects you want to see, what kind of relationships are there, right? So here you can check it. Now you can see. So if I zoom out, right? See here, how many objects are there? See, so blue line means lookup relationship, red line means master detail relationship. Here on that object, the red line says these are the mandatory fields. See how many objects are there? There are so many objects are there, right? You can see this way. No, I don't want to see all the object. Let's clear. Okay, now I want to see account object and application object. Let's suppose right now we have created application object. Let's take it position object. Then candidate object. I want to see this one. Okay. Okay. Now it's go to 3, right? Now you can see candidate is a parent. Candidate position is a parent. Candidate is a parent and application is a child. See? So what is the relationship here? Red means here, see, master detail relationship, right? So what are the fields are there? If I zoom it, you can zoom, right? So what are the fields are there here? Name field only it is there. What are the fields are there? Position. What are the fields are there? Owner, right? From here also you can create a fields as well. Okay. Let's suppose if you go to elements here, okay, elements. So if you want to create any field, for example, if I want to create a position name, right? I want to create a company as well. Which company it is, right? Company is a text field. So you can take text, drag and drop, put here, company. So creating field is very easy from here. So length 50 characters. With one page, I can create field. See, on the position object, I have created a field called company. Even object also you can create. If you want to create a new object here, just type it object. Okay. So what is the object? Job portal object. I want to get job portal object. Okay. Job portals. Okay. Or else I can say a review object. I want to each and every review of the candidate. I will show you the reviews. Right. Review object. See, in single page I can create save. That's it. So here there is a object. Now there is no relationship, right? I will create a relationship field. So here you can take it a lookup relationship. Okay. So with which object lookup relationship? So candidate with candidate, I'm establishing a relationship. Candidate. That's it. Save. Now you can see it will establish a relationship between candidate and review. Each candidate, I'm storing the candidate review. See here. This way. So it is easy. Just whatever the field type, whatever the data types we have, right? So those data types, whatever the fields you want, just drag and drop and fill it. So that means from schema builder also you can create a objects and fields. Only the problem is we cannot provide field level security. So when I am creating a tab, which application I have to add, right? So when you are creating a field, what is the steps? So first step, whatever the steps name and everything we can create. Next step, what it is there, which profile we want to give that field level access and which page layout we have to assign. So those things, it will not be there in the schema builder, right? You can quickly create objects and fields schema from the schema builder. But again, after creating of the objects and fields and right, you have to create separately, you have to create tabs and you have to add those fields to the page layout. Let's suppose I have created company field, right? If you go to here, let's suppose refresh, go to position object. Okay, new position. Is that company field is available here? Not available. But why it is not available in general when you are creating a object level field, right? Okay, field, fields, new field, new field. So let's suppose I'm creating one field from here, object level instead of schema level. Okay, salary for experience, how much experience required? This position. Next, this field I am creating. So here you can see which profile users I can give access. This step is not available in the schema builder. And layout. So which layout I am adding? Position layout. The page layout we are adding. Save. Now if you go to positions, just refresh. Then click on new. One second, let me hard refresh. Amplify. Refresh now. New. Now you can see position name experience only it is coming. But through schema builder, you have also created a company field, right? The company field still it is not showing in the page level because schema builder there is no choice to add that field to page layout, right? So those are the some of the drawback. But schema builder we will use it to see the relationships only. For that purpose we can see, not for the creating fields, not for the creating objects. If you want to quickly create multiple objects fields very quickly, right? So later we will give permissions which user we have to give, which profile we have to give, which page layout we have to add. We'll take decision later. In that case, right, you can create objects and fields very quickly from the schema builder. In that case, you can use schema builder. Mostly in real time, schema builder use it for the, so what kind of relationship is there? The objects, right? Whatever the object, standard object or custom object, right? You can see relationships like that. You can easily understand organization data model. What kind of objects they have. So here also there is all objects, selected objects, standard objects, custom objects. So you can see what are the custom objects are there. Okay. So here what are these are the custom objects. Select all. So if I'm selecting custom object, okay, these are the custom objects are there. Patient, doctor. Okay. These two are relationship, and these all are 4 custom objects, right? So these are my organization will have these are the custom objects. You can see these are the custom objects, right? Now you can see what is the relationship between this custom object. Easily you can see. Now if you see only system object, okay, these are the system object. Select all. So these are the relationship with the system object. The system object is related with each and every object. User is related to each and every object. You can see user, that means the last modified by, created by, field will be there, right? That's why user is related to each and every field. And if you go to task as well, task is also another object. So task is only related to user object as of now. Now activity, no relationship. Event again related with user object. So this way, right? These are the system object. Now if you want to standard objects, right? Select all standard objects. Now you can see this is like a network diagram. This looks like a network diagram, right? There are so many standard objects are there. Hundreds of hundreds of objects are there, right? So you can see all. See? So in this case, it is hard to see the relationship, right? When you select all. That's why only particular object you can see, important object you can see, and you can see what is the relationship. Clear? Any questions? Relationship and the schema builder. Okay. Let's see. Let's close this one. Schema builder. Think relationships. We have covered everything. Let me go. So in the relationship, we have covered roll-up summary fields as well. That's fine. Now small changes, configurational changes. Let's suppose whenever you are creating a records at the object level records, right? Now you can see this one, we can call it as a list view, right? All records you can see, right? There are so many positions are there, right? Or else so many applications are there, right? Or so many candidates are there. So I want to shortlist these candidates. Okay. So candidates from Canada, candidates from US. So let's suppose I will add country name, country field as well. So if I want to shortlist, right? So these list views are very helpful. You can divide, right? If you want right now, what kind of list views are there? All recently viewed. These are standard. Now, if you want to create your own list view, for example, okay, here the gear icon, you can create a new list view. Okay, so today's candidates, what are the candidates created today? Okay, I want to see those. There are thousands of candidates are there daily. The records are creating, but I want to see only today's candidate. Save. How to know today's candidate, right? So once you created, see here, the list view, it is added today's candidate. Now you can apply filter here. There is a filter icon, right? So here for all candidates, okay, add filter. So there is a field called created by date, created date. Okay. So here you can use created date greater than or equal, So you can give today date. So what is the today date? So you have to give MMDD 01/26/2020. Done. So anyway, these I have created today only, right? Now I can see today's data only. Once greater than or equal to 1/26/2023. Once again, all. Maybe my time zone is different. So here 25 it is showing, right? That's why. Yeah. Because of time zone. Here this arc time zone is different. PST time zone it is there. Let me edit filter. So I will change it to 25. Because save. Now you will get those records. See here, 4 records. Okay. So like that, if you want to get every day, that day records, right? Some functions will be there. I think so. Today function will work or not. We'll see today function. Done. No, it's not working. Function is not working. So you can use only greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay. What earlier we used, right? So like that only. Today or greater or equal to the date. If you have to mention the date, then you can get those related. So if you want to get next week, for example, we'll go to standard one, sales application. opportunity level, you can see so many list views will be there. If you go to opportunity object, so you can see there are several list views are there. All opportunities closing next month. All right. If you see the filter closing next month, okay, equals to close date next month, right? So recently viewed are my opportunities, new this week, private, recently viewed, what is the filter? It's not showing any filter. I think today also we can create filter. Next month they are providing me today's candidates filter, add filter, just add today. No, don't add any parentheses. Save. Yeah, so it will work today. That means tomorrow, if you select this list view, right, only it will candidate whatever the candidate records is creating today, those only it will display. If you want to see all, you can see all. So if you open tomorrow, when you come to tomorrow, if you click on today's candidates, 0 will be there. There is no candidate created for tomorrow, right? So this way dynamic filter the list views if you want to create any dynamic list view, because object contains thousands, millions of records, right? If you want to filter out, how can you filter out, right? Daily, if you are seeing, right, you are working on a particular object daily as a sales user, right? So sales user can create this kind of filter views. This one we can call it as a list view. Okay, so let's suppose again if I go to opportunities, right? There are all opportunities are there. Okay, there are 30 opportunities are there. This is tabular format, right? No, I don't like it tabular format. I want, there is a Kanban view is there, right? If you go to here, tabular view, table view, right now we are seeing table view. There is a Kanban view. Kanban view, you select each stage wise. In the opportunity, there is a stage field, right? Prospecting stage 1 opportunity, qualification 1 opportunity, lead analysis 1 opportunity, value proposition 2 opportunities are there, right? This is called Kanban view. Same data you are representing in different form. There is a split view as well. See, split view, Burlington textile. So here only you can see here record related data, record data. This is we can call it a split view. That means different views you can check it. So let me change it to here, split view to tabular view. Then it will come to table. That means different views also you can. Now here when you are clicking on all opportunities, okay. So here all opportunities I want to say tabular view. Here are some of the fields only. How many fields? Opportunity name, account name, amount, close date, stage, opportunity. These fields only it is added. No, I want to add or move different fields. Okay. Select fields to display. Here gear icon, select fields to display. So whatever the fields you don't want, let's suppose I don't want alias field. Now I want closed field. I want type field. Okay, save it. Now you can see. So I have removed alias field, closed type. I can add it, right? So whatever the columns you want to see, you can add it. Clear? This is generalized settings. Okay, at object level. This we can call it as a list views. Any questions?
I have a question about like a general question.
Yes, please.
About Salesforce. Has the options to that the cost like Salesforce companies that use Salesforce for the accounting
Yes.
has options like to create accounting.
Yeah, Salesforce use Salesforce CRM for Salesforce customers.
No, I mean the company which is use Salesforce, they won't. They are using Salesforce in the accounting team or not, like this.
No. Generally, the CRM, right? Whenever come to sales, this is CRM tool, right? CRM tool is nothing but why we are using CRM tool means to track of each and every customer. So what we are selling for the customer, right? So where we are selling, okay? So these things we can track easily in the CRM, right? So customer information where we can store it in an account object, right? So what we are selling, where we can store it, an opportunity object. So account is nothing but whom we are selling as an organization, whom we are selling. So as an opportunity, what we are selling. Okay, these two objects we can track it for the customers, right? So Salesforce, let's suppose Salesforce is using the CRM. Whoever purchased Salesforce CRM, okay. So Salesforce will enter in this object all Salesforce customers. Okay, and what they are purchasing, right? Maybe they may purchase sales application, they may purchase market application, different licenses will be there, right? So they will under this customer, let's suppose for the Salesforce, one of the customer is Morgan Stanley, for example. Morgan Stanley is one of the customer, right? So what Morgan Stanley purchased, right? So they will create different opportunities for under Morgan Stanley, right? So here you can give account edge communication how they created two opportunities, right? So Morgan Stanley also we can create two opportunities, for example. So one opportunity Morgan Stanley want 100 licenses, and another opportunity later 3 months, right? Morgan Stanley want 200 licenses more, right? After that Morgan Stanley still wants different other licenses, all right? So that way they will create different opportunities under that particular account. Now here account customer is a parent, and what we are selling to the customer, right? Those are the child records.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah,
Did I answer your question?
thank you.
Okay, yeah. Any more questions? So tomorrow class I will start page layouts. I said, right, page layout. Let's suppose if I take account page layouts, right? Here there are, when you are creating a new account, so it is organized, see, section wise, account information, right? Address information, additional information, description, right? It is organized, right? Well organized, right? So same, so today we have patient's record, right? So if you create patient, this is not in organized way. Joining date here is there. I want to put these fields in sequence order. In that whatever the layout you are seeing, right? I want to put it in sequence order. How can I place it? If I want to create different sections, right now only information section only there. There is no other section. I want to create different sections, right? How can we create it? So tomorrow we'll discuss that point. That we can call it as a page layout, right? When I'm creating a field, last step we are adding that field to page layout, right? If I'm not adding right now, when I'm creating a field, I don't want to add that field to page layout. I will deselect there. Then after that, I want to add the page layout. How can I add, right? So how to customize the page layout, tomorrow we'll discuss. And along with, so when I'm creating the data, when I'm clicking save, right? I want to validate data before saving. Like if I'm enter instead of name email, I want to enter number, right? I don't want to allow this data, right? So system, some of the things system is giving error. It is a invalid format because you have chosen email data, right? But if I go to annual revenue, for example, okay, I can give negative number. No one will have annual revenue as a negative, right? But here there is no error. I can save it, right? So this one I don't want to allow. So whenever the user is entering negative number, I don't want to allow. So I want to throw an error here. I want to show some error message. Please enter only positive values only. Or please enter only greater than 0 only, right? Some kind of error message I want to show. How can I validate? How can I show that validation error message, right? So tomorrow we'll discuss both, like a page layouts and validation rules. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.